Throws you back in the seat. That's nice. I don't think this car has ever been driven like that. And you can adjust the passenger seat from up here as well. Pretty crazy. I just noticed there's a clock in here. Everyone make fun of Lexus for the old interiors. Mercedes-Benz keeping it classy just like Lexus. Hey everyone, sorry for the wind, but today we're looking at a pretty luxurious, elegant sedan. This is a 2020, I want to say, but it is a Mercedes-Benz S-Class, the S560. This is before the S-Class went under a little bit of infotainment changes, but this is the long wheelbase luxurious sedan. Massive 275/35 R20 tires, run flats, very thin sidewall. So I'm gonna take a walk around, give you a little drive impressions on this car. This car has excellent ambient lighting, and we do the night drive on it, so you'll be seeing that after this video goes up. But yeah, let's take a look at this luxury executive sedan. S560 badge, 4MATIC. This is Mercedes-Benz twin turbo V8. Very smooth, good application of power for the size of this car. And an awesome looking interior. Hopefully everyone can see this all right. Nice black, very comfortable seats. So checking out the proportions of this Mercedes-Benz, as you can see, soft closing doors. Just when I didn't close the door all the way there. It's bulbous. It's very good looking. It's very executive-like. As you know, you have the Mercedes-Benz signature right here. It's black interior, or black on black coloring, big massive grille. This little guy pops out, shows you the front camera for when you're pulling forward, parking sensors, multi-beam LEDs that turn and have a little dance when you start up the car at night. You'll see that in the night drive. Let's check out the back seat behind myself. But first we'll look at the trunk. A little messy, but good amount of space back here. No spare. Those Germans, man. With the run flats, not really needed. Good loading floor. A little bit of a lip though. Good amount of space for an executive sedan. A little cheap looking up here, but power closed tailgate. Very gimmicky on these kind of cars. I feel like it's not needed, but it adds to the luxuriousness. Park sensors in the rear, fake vents for the exhaust. Let's check out this interior. This is the place to be in this car. Sitting behind myself, executive sedan, got about a foot of space. Very nice appointments in here, leather everywhere. This not necessarily gloss black. You got peasant shades, which vent control, some power port, fold down cup rest or armrest with cup holders, wireless charging, more storage, and a pass through to get to your gubbins. Oh no, I'm sorry, there's extra storage in there. Ambient lighting, very cool at night underneath there. Comfortable leather, adjustability in the rear, 3 memory settings. Oh, you can move, you can make room for yourself. So yeah, ventilated seats, 3 levels, heated seats, 3 levels. Keep them on at the same time in case you're cold and hot at the same time. Sunshade up and down. This button, rear sunshade up and down, powered. Can control the moonroof back here. Burmester premium sound. Adjustability for these seats. Up and down, in and out, kind of. Don't move on tracks necessarily. So let's check out the front seat. We'll take this for a drive. Nice moonroof back here. Hello. Vanity mirrors, vents, all the good stuff. You can also control your passenger sunshade as well as your own. Very nice. And you can control the rear sunshade part of the moonroof from back here. All right, check out the front seat, start it up. Soft closed doors. Front seat, easy entry and access. Gets to my seat position. All right, so Mercedes-Benz, Apple CarPlay, wired. Nice ambient lighting strip under here, leather touching up the dash. Good integration of the screen, I will say that. Leather up here, and then we got, you know, controls over here. Heated seats, 3 levels. Ventilated seats, I'm turning those on to 2. And then you can adjust the passenger seat from up here as well. Pretty crazy. Memory level 3 seat, Burmester premium sound. You have your lane keeping, auto steer, rear sunshade control as well. This controls the passenger sunshades. Obviously, focus around the passenger in here. Steering wheel buttons. Got your, you know, voice, talk, infotainment, adaptive cruise control, lane centering controls over here, home button over here. So these are like BlackBerry touch buttons. Can go into different modes. A little finicky to use, but you get used to it. Designs, got some nice designs. Let's go to sport. You can also go to progressive. I'm gonna actually stick with the classic. I think the owner of this car would like it to keep it as is. Over here, you have control of your infotainment over here, as well as on this touch mouse over here. So not fully integrated into the screen, but also not a touch screen. Home button brings you back to Apple CarPlay or to Mercedes-Benz. Once you figure it out, there's an overwhelming enough amount of options on this car, especially when you go to vehicle settings. Lots of options to really customize this car and make it your own. And I'm gonna turn on the massaging seats. Massaging seats. And it's got like individual balls. It's not inflatable bladder. So let's go to classic massage and get that going. We'll turn off after a certain amount of time. Auto quick button for the massage, nav, radio, hazards, media, telephone, vehicle settings right here. I like these quick buttons. They're very helpful. This is also another way you can control infotainment. The scroll wheel, home button, back as well. Auto start stop, drive mode selection, eco, comfort, sport, and individual. Start off in comfort. Volume control, infotainment off button. You can put the headrest down in the rear. Parking cameras. You can scroll through the different views, check your surroundings, and lower the vehicle because this is air suspension. One last thing, physical climate controls. Nice. Let's get that going. Everything in here feels very well pointed, very nice for the price point. I think Mercedes in this generation was much more in tune with their design. Very nice clicks, turn signal sound. Let's go to let's go to trip computer. This car has been averaging about 15 MPG. It's a pretty big car. A couple blind spots right here in the middle for turning. But luckily, on a very busy day. This V8 is incredibly smooth and incredibly quiet. It says Mercedes-Benz hybrid system, but not their full EQ boost in some of their newer cars like the E450. It does have stop-start. You can definitely feel the extra weight and size of this car, but it just glides over everything in comfort. Road imperfections, non-existent. I could listen to that blinker sound all day. I just noticed there's a clock in here. Everyone make fun of Lexus for the old interiors. Mercedes-Benz keeping it classy just like Lexus would. Good brakes. Nice and progressive. Good bite, initial bite. Plenty more to dig into if needed. At low speed crawls, very smooth. Where are your parents? You get a nice backup camera, 360 camera with guidelines. This is a very long sedan, so coming from a midsize or compact sedan, you're gonna notice it. But as you saw in the rear, you got plenty of rear leg space. Not a ton of cargo space, but plenty of room in the rear. Let's throw this into sport. Get a nice right turn. You hear the V8 singing in the background a little bit. Obviously not a sports car, luxury cruiser. Very good torque, very linear power delivery. Nicer shifts in sport mode, a little bit more aggression there. Then I'm going to talk about the steering wheel materials. This plastic, wood, whatever, it touches it up nicely, but I would just prefer leather and some grip texture all around, or very least just a full leather steering wheel. Maybe this will last longer, but I'm not a big fan of it. This is a very swoopy interior, very elegant, very modern at the same time, but classy. You know, these S-classes, the 7 Series, you know, Lexus LS, Audi A8, etc. They're definitely a tier above cars that I would really consider myself. As far as rear wheel steer, definitely felt it to take us around that corner. But as we head over this bridge, we'll be able to give it a little bit more beans in sport mode. Even in sport mode, the suspension kind of tunes out to something I would like. Firm, still feel the road, but not too punishing. Can't really hear the V8, but wow, second gear in sport mode. Definitely feel the torque come on nice. Those turbos kick in pretty immediately. Let's see if we can do a launch. Woo-hoo-hoo! That is a silent launch. It's a very muted twin-turbo V8 from the Germans. Nothing gonna blow your socks off, but it's still nice to hear that. It's got great power, great performance for what it is. And it drives so smoothly. Tugging into this corner. Very, very nice. I was in comfort mode. It's just nice to see a sedan that doesn't have as much body roll for the luxury class because it's just lower to the ground. Yeah, that rear wheel steer gives you a nice turning radius. That's excellent. It's a cool technology. Combined with the air suspension, this car glides, turns like it is a much smaller car. Over these road imperfections, yeah, you feel them, but it's like it goes into like a little bit of your butt. It doesn't make it up to your teeth in terms of jarringness. All right, let's see if we can do another launch up here. Turn the ESC off because I think it only stays off for a little bit. Mercedes is all about safety, so makes sense why they would want you to turn it back on eventually. Do a corner, ESC off. See how it tucks in. Hit the infotainment button. Oops. Let this guy pass, and then we're going to do a quick launch. $60 in about like maybe 4 seconds. Wow. Throws you back in the seat. That's nice. That's nice. I don't think this car has ever been driven like that. Very nice. So some of the Mercedes-Benz comfort, ultimate comfort, luxuriousness, design, engine. Very lucky to drive it. Very nice to see a V8, as always. While it's not the most rowdy, the most aggressive, it's still a V8. I definitely think out of the 3 sedans, if you're gonna go for luxury as the priority, Mercedes-Benz and the timeless design. While I'm not a biggest fan of the bulbous look, you know, they'll turn heads, these Mercedes. Me personally probably would swing more towards the 7 Series, but probably the Audi S8, just for a little bit more dynamic driving. So we'll finish this review up and take her home. Hope everyone enjoyed. Hope everyone looks forward to that night drive. And thanks for watching, everyone. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Always more content coming down the pike. Hope everyone enjoyed this one. I think it was a pretty good treat. And I'll see you on the next one.